You hear that? Say that one more time.
Nah, this is the first sports game I ever played.
That's great manners. Holding the door for a teammate is great manners. We need more of that.
What's going on, everyone? You're here with Vincent Valerio. I'm here with my guy, J&L Lopez, on behalf of CI Esports. We are at J&L Game, located on 38th and 6th.
And this is the game hunt. This is where we come out, look for some of those treasures from back in the days that we love, that we hold near and dear to us, and tell you guys why we love them so much and what made them special. Let's go inside and check it out.
Diggity dog. Breaking. Diggity dog.
We're looking for something very, very specific. Something that's actually near and dear to you. No one told you what it is yet, but it might bring back some memories when you find it. So, what kind of gauge your reaction?
Pong? No,
how old are you? Pong, not that far. Let's see what they have for you. Okay, so look. Take a look at this, right?
Yeah.
First glance, PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
Over here, PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Taking a look at these titles just off of the face, which one is sticking out to you? Why is it sticking out to you so much?
It's so funny because I was such a sports game addict when I was younger that all I see when I look at video games is the white backs, because I know that's 2K or NHL or NBA or Madden always had, like, the EA covers always had the white side. So every time I come to the store or any store, I always see the white things first, and then you get confused with Assassin's Creed. But I'm looking at FIFA, I see NCAA football.
What is your go-to if you're gonna play something a little older than what we got now?
Yeah. Be the old NHL games. I feel like their gameplay and the old FIFA games. FIFA and NHL, those games for some reason, like even the gameplay like FIFA 06, the World Cup position 2006, like that game I feel like you can still play it right now the second. And yeah, the controls are a little simpler, but like they still had such an advanced version of what soccer was at that point.
You know what's funny? You brought up NHL. Very, very interesting. We'll see where that takes us later, but that is a great
that's a tease.
Point.
That's a tease, ladies and gentlemen.
No, don't get too deep in the weeds. We got to get there first.
All right, okay.
For me personally, PS2 is a classic. I was never tied to any one genre.
Yeah.
For me in particular, like a game was a game, and if it could hold my attention and was fun enough, I would play it.
Yeah.
But definitely back at that time, a lot of great titles stick out. Resident Evil was a title that I was playing in this era. Even for the original PlayStation. Too scared?
Yeah, too scared. I couldn't play horror games. It's sad. Resident Evil, the original one, where what is it? The beginning scene starts with that cutscene where the zombie like turns around at you. I used to have nightmares.
Talking about with the bald head and the teeth sticking out.
Bro, I used to have nightmares about that I was in that scene. I couldn't get out of it. Then I watched it recently, like a year ago, and it's the worst graphics and the least scary thing I've ever seen in my life. But when I was younger, I couldn't play it.
Yeah, I mean, when we're 9, 10 years old and we see a zombie eating somebody for the first time, it's crazy.
And how he turned was so it was crazy.
No, but you know what? A game that definitely sticks out during this time, I don't know how much of a fan you were or played.
You know I'm very limited in life.
Bro, Dragon Ball, Tenkaichi,
Nah, I never.
Dragon Ball Z, Budokai, what?
You wanna know what's funny about that? Budokai, I got as a gift, right? And I had never played a fighting game before. I got Budokai as a gift. My dad asked like the guy, what's the best game out right now, whatever, right? He got me Dragon Ball Z Budokai. I couldn't get past the tutorial. I couldn't execute the moves to get out of the tutorial. I told him I didn't like the game and he brought it back. So that's my history of Budokai.
Damn, what? See now, your whole experience of that game could have been saved had you gotten past a 2-minute session.
It was literally maybe 3 minutes of my life I couldn't get by. It explains a lot though, I think.
Might explain why you work so hard at 2K. This is it. Trying to make up for lost time.
That's all I got. Got nothing else left.
Let's see what else we got. Awesome. Now we're going even further back, and it's interesting too because Jad has brought up that he had a couple of surprises that he wanted to share on the original PlayStation.
Yeah.
We'll definitely see what that's looking like.
Nah,
I might
PlayStation's
know
crazy.
what it is.
Think about going from Sega. For me, it was going with Sega Genesis to PlayStation. It's like that was so monumental, and now PlayStation's such a huge brand. But I literally, it was like the newest thing. Like, oh my god, I'm getting a new console when I had only had Sega Genesis and what was it, 2D games, right? Oh,
Yeah.
Wait, did Sega have 3D? Yeah, no, it had the NHL was like kind of semi
Sega was still on the 2D 16-bit
Yeah, it was cool.
graphical platform at the time. That's what they was running with first. Even though they did come out with the Sega 3D.
Yeah, they did.
With that expansion, right? And it kind of had let you play those extra games. Knuckles Chaotix was actually a good game at that time. Knuckles had his own run with some of the spin-off characters that they had in Sonic. Really, really fun. One of the classics, hard to find now. Very hard to find. Nintendo 64, what do you think about it?
Honestly, it's only GoldenEye. I never owned this console. I was always a PlayStation person, so I really was going to people's houses and playing like GoldenEye or maybe a little Smash. But I always just got absolutely worked because I didn't have the console, so I wasn't really great at it.
The game that kind of sticks out to me, just for a quick story, Donkey Kong 64. First Donkey Kong game to arrive on the 3D platform. First platformer that was 3D for Donkey Kong. An amazing game in my personal opinion. When I first got it, it was Christmas. Mom, dad, everything was all nice. Gift time. And my dad wanted to pretend to be Santa Claus and lie to me and tell me that Santa Claus left it, so he leaves the room and comes in with some sack. Say, hey, look what he left at the front door. And then, like, I didn't just watch him get up and go to the other room. So that's when I kind of started making some assumptions that
Santa Claus might not be real.
may have or may have not altered the direction of my thought process.
Yeah, your whole life. Your life as a whole.
But the game was still fire. But we're still not at the console that we're looking for the specific game. So let's take a look at my other side. PlayStation Vita. Wow. So this is the handheld that came out after the original PSP. Do you have any experience with this console?
We used to try to play it, but my school was so strict that I remember one of my friends had one and we played it and it got taken and they didn't give it back to him until he graduated. The craziest thing I ever heard in my life. Think about you lost a PS Vita and your family was okay with it. Back then, the family, your parents used to agree with the school. Like they used to go there and they
take it away from them. Keep it for a few months.
Yeah, keep it for a few months. But nah, again, at this point, I was definitely still just playing console at home.
More PSP stuff, the original, the classic. SOCOM was definitely one of my games on there that I really loved. They got this title, Parappa the Rapper. I played that original on the PlayStation.
Isn't that the one where you...
The rhythm game, press circle,
press the button.
kick, punch, it's all in the mind. You know what I'm saying?
I played that too. That's hilarious.
Oh, we gotta roll like a little bit of footage of that. Throw that in there.
Punch, it's all in the mind. If you wanna test me, I'm sure you'll find the things I'll teach ya. Sure to beat ya. Nevertheless, you'll get a lesson from teacher now.
Matter of fact, you know what? Let's not wait any longer. Let's see if we can find what we came here to find. So let's see. Look for that. I think we found what we're looking for. So the big reveal. And can I get a drum roll, please? Just pretend there's some fire down here.
I see it. I know what you're talking about. If it's not what I think it is, I'd be very disappointed.
Can we take a look at that copy of NHL 94, please?
No way.
The Mecca.
It's the first sports game I ever played.
Did you hear that? Say that one more time.
It's the first sports game I ever played.
So, if this is the first sports game that you've ever played, taking a look at that, holding on to it, what are you feeling right now?
It's funny because like I played it so relentlessly that I couldn't, and I was so young. I was only like 5 years old when this came out, and I just played it. Like so many hours of my life was just to come home and play this game where I didn't even know the players at that point. Like I thought hockey was cool. I always thought sports was cool, and then like bringing it full circle, I watched a recent thing which was like the evolution of NHL 94 to now, and like how bad the graphics were here, but how much fun I had doesn't make sense. Like it doesn't even compute. But that was the thing about video games. Like I had a rough childhood and always come home and be able to play my video games is like where I kind of had control of my life. So this is it's about to make you tear up with the teal ice. Yo, look at the teal ice. It's so crazy.
See, these are the reactions that we're looking for when we on these hunts. You know, find something that can really resonate with the soul, resonate with the squad. And he doesn't want to let it go. There is one more title that we're looking for, something more in the artsy style, but was definitely near and dear to me growing and might hit a couple of our other teammates in a similar fashion just because of the subject matter. Let's see what it is.
2 hours later.
Did he find it?
Oh my God!
Oh, and he finds it! And he finds it in the crowd!
I couldn't find it. Nah, I gotta get my eyes checked. That was literally right where I was looking. I couldn't find it. That's hilarious. I failed the hump.
Shout out to the homie. He found it for us. Mark Echoes, Getting Up.
Tell us a little bit about your experience.
Man, content's under pressure. I don't remember how old I was playing this game. Definitely preteen.
Yeah.
It's an artsy game. It's about this kid, nicknamed Train. He's running the streets. Things are getting kind of crazy, but he finds salvation in himself through graffiti. Mission, get up, right?
Yeah.
So tag up the city, and
I think
it is a very deep story in here, 100%.
The naming of it is so smart because I feel like if they would have named it like graffitiing up or tagging up, the fact that they put getting up, like I feel like parents didn't know what they were even having their kids buying.
I mean, well, let's take a look back, right? So like there was a time where Mark Echo Unlimited was like the brand.
Well, they opened up an Echo store in the mall by me. I thought it was the greatest thing that ever happened. It had a rhino, like a huge ass rhino in the middle of the store.
And everybody wanted parts.
Yeah, absolutely.
This game is very, very special. So we're gonna pick this game up too. And we're gonna take a look at it.
Do you remember gameplay? Like, is there any missions that you remember from there? Or any specific things that you did in there that you remember?
So, I don't remember specific missions, but basically, anywhere where there's a mark that you see, you can basically tag it. And the places were crazy. I'm talking about like inside of swimming pools, like, you know, the metal from like we see in the city on the 4 train. You'll be able to climb on that and put your name up there. And flip through the designs that you wanted to paint before you started painting.
Was it open world? Was it open world or you had set levels? I can't remember.
Open world-esque. It was quite linear, like you just kind of go from area to area, mission to mission. Not much room for exploration in terms of what an open world is,
So ahead of its time.
but way ahead of its time in terms of content, story, what you get out of the game, and honestly,
The graphics weren't even that bad, honestly. That's the crazy thing.
man, this is prime graphics for the PlayStation 2 era. Take a look at this box. We don't even see boxes like this, talking about hollow foiled up in the back, you know what I'm saying?
Now your box is all the digital code and you just type the digital code in. They don't even play it.
Listen, let me tell you something about game boxes. Nowadays, when you get a new game, they don't even like to include instruction manuals.
No, that's in the game. It's still, that used to be the best thing. You
So
get a
looking
brand
through
new
the
game,
book, the
and you're like,
pictures.
it's Madden or NHL, and you're like, did they change any of the controls? That was always for me, because I was always playing new games.
Oh man, all right. Well, we found what we came to look for. This game, NHL 94. Let's see what they look like.
Well, guys, that's episode 1 of Game Hunt. Thank you to J&L Game for having us, not only having the best selection, but for helping us find the games.
He found it.
When we were blind,
He found it.
they help us see.
Listen, no one. We were blind. They helped us see. He's not lying. We couldn't find the game. They helped us. But now that we have the games, we're gonna head back to the spot, play a little bit, maybe give some more inside knowledge, and you'll definitely see us next time. For the next time, we hunt one of these classics.
Whoa!
Classics. Classics.
Classics.
Classics.
Classics.
And that's okay.
He said, wait, what? When we were blind, they helped us see? There's no way you said it. You looked back at me and said it again.
I was baffled. I didn't know what you would. I didn't know you was gonna come with philosophy talk. I didn't know you was
do
gonna do
content
this.
with me, just know every take is gonna be different. It's just how it is. That's just how it is.
I love this job.